Hi you guys, welcome to your August 2024 astrological forecast. And I guess some of you are already aware that Mercury's turning retrograde this month on the 5th, okay? But I'm pretty sure some of you, like me even, have already been experiencing it, right? If you have, raise your hand, either one. Yeah, it's been pretty bad here. But anyways, please forgive me if I repeat myself or forget to say something or other or whatever, okay? I do have a video that I did on Mercury retrograde a while ago. There's a link to it in the description box below, so probably would be a good idea to listen to that video, okay? But for now, I just have to say, okay, start off with a new moon in Leo on the 4th. Okay, Venus is moves into Virgo also on that day, on the 4th, okay? Then on the 5th, Mercury has been in Virgo, right? So it turns retrograde in Virgo and falls back actually into Leo on the 14th. Then turns direct on the 28th, still in Leo. Okay, so we're going between two signs, Leo and Virgo. And then on the 19th, there is a full moon in Aquarius. On the 22nd, the sun moves in to Virgo. And on the 29th, Venus moves into Libra. So not a whole lot of movement, kind of like with the planets, just the inner planets, the sun through like Venus. You know, Mars is still in Gemini the whole month. Jupiter's in Gemini. Uranus is in Taurus, and Pluto is retrograde in Aquarius, and Saturn and Neptune in Pisces are both retrograde. Okay, so it just seems like there isn't a lot of movement, you know. But anyways, I would like to let everybody know, you know, to check my community tab on my channel for updates or anything you might be wondering about. I usually post things there to let you guys know whatever's going on or what I'm up to. Also, I want to thank my subscribers and anyone for tuning in and liking and sharing and commenting on my videos. Thank you so very much. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And I think there was something else I needed to tell you, but there we have it. It's more than likely Mercury retrograde, and I will remember it after I turn this video off, right? Well, anyways, now for your forecast. Hi, Gemini. So, kind of like the big news for you is Mercury turning retrograde, even though it's not in your sign. Both you and Virgo are ruled by Mercury, so you're kind of affected by a retrograde period, both of you, Virgo and Gemini, a little bit more than everyone else, because again, it is your ruling planet. So you may have already started to feel Mercury retrograde, okay, before it actually happens. Turns retrograde on the 5th, okay. For now though, we'll start off with the sun still in Leo in your 3rd house, okay. You're the natural ruler of the 3rd house too, right? So anyways, 3rd house is your everyday life, the people and places you would encounter throughout the normal course of your day, your neighbors, your siblings, all forms of communication, including regular postal mail, text message, voicemail, all of that, email, local travel, kind of like a tri-state area thing, or so many hours away, or overnight trip, or a day trip, or something like that, weekend. It's the written word. It is an internet house. And let's see what else. Pretty much it for now, okay? But anyway, so the sun is here up until the 22nd. And Mercury actually falls back into this area, and this is like the big communication house, okay? So what happens is, first of all, the sun here will have you doing a lot of things possibly within your own neighborhood, or just a short distance away. You know, you may find that you have more contact with your neighbors, or at least attend, you know, some kind of function that happens, you know, within your area. It could be like something that happens every year at this time. It being summer here in America, you know, it could be anything. But you just may find that, you know, you do a little bit more interesting things, or you find more interesting things within your own neighborhood even. Okay? So, let's see here. Mercury is in Virgo at the beginning of the month, right? Moved there last month. And it does turn retrograde on the 5th, and it actually falls back into Leo on the 14th. Yeah. And it's retrograde up until the 28th in Leo, when it turns direct again on the 28th, and it'll move back into Virgo again. So between these two houses, your 4th house is where you have Virgo. 4th house is your home and family, your personal life, where you physically live and the property surrounding it. Whoever you live with, like a roommate, your past, your childhood, and the foundation of how you were raised. Okay? So Mercury being here, you know, that could mean that you're in touch with a lot of your relatives or your family. This could even be some kind of reunion possibly that you're planning to attend, or maybe you're even creating yourself. Maybe this is going on within your own home. Or some kind of gathering, possibly. It doesn't have to be a reunion, but it does look like it has a lot to do with family. So, Mercury turning retrograde here, you know, you could have a little bit more to do with, like, your home, the land, anything regarding your home. I would have to say, like anything electrical possibly, appliances or something like that may act up at this time. I always tell people, you know, don't run out and, you know, even for when Mercury is retrograde in your 3rd house, okay, when it falls back into Leo, if your cell phone acts up, don't go out and buy a new one. Wait until Mercury turns direct, wait a few days, and then see if it's working. 9 times out of 10 it is. You know, it's just all forms of communication and electronics, things like that, kind of break down, you know, during the retrograde period. So it could start start in your home, you know, start with appliances and things like that within your home. You could also get like a garbled communications from like relatives, family, or something or other that kind of like they're incomplete or something like that. It's just like bits and pieces, you know. But you could find out maybe some things about your property, where you live, you know, some or even the neighborhood. You know, when Mercury is retrograde, you know, sometimes it brings up like an interest even in checking out more about your area, or more about your home, or the land that it's on, or wherever it is that you live, or who lived there previously, something like that. Okay? So when Mercury does fall back into your 3rd house, this is, again, this is like a road trip. This is driving. Okay? So I would be very, very careful if I were you when driving. Okay, just, you know, try not to speed. There's a strong possibility that you will miss signs, you know, road signs, hit some detours, miscommunications, really, especially like with your mail, possibly regular postal mail being screwed up, maybe going to your neighbor, or being returned to the sender, even though it's all clearly marked with your address on it and there was no problem. There should not have been a problem. Things like that, you know, or leaving messages for people and them not returning them, and you're wondering why, and a lot of times it's because they didn't get an indication that there was a message there to retrieve. Stuff like that, you know. Check your spam folder in all of your emails, because regular email coming to you may end up somewhere else rather than in the inbox. Okay, so just things like that, you know. But travel could be a little bit hard during this retrograde period. Okay, now there is a new moon in Leo, okay, on the 4th in your 3rd house. So it brings a new beginning in this area, in like your everyday life. You know, you could start off, you know, maybe just finding some new place to go to, a new restaurant or a store or something. You know, you could, this is the house of, it's a communication house, but it is a written word, you know, so you could start a journal or something like that at this time. It's an internet house. Maybe you have, if you don't already, maybe you're thinking about getting a YouTube channel or a website or something like that. You know, could be something on those lines, you know. But a new moon brings a new beginning wherever it is. So that's what that is. A new, you know, new way of doing something possibly within your everyday life. Okay. Now Venus moves into Virgo on the 4th. Okay, is here up until the 29th in your 4th house, where you have Virgo, right? So you could be, when Venus is here, you know, you usually feel like sprucing up wherever it is that you live. And this isn't like really heavy duty stuff. This is just like getting new sheets and pillowcases or towels, or maybe even painting if you really, you know, feel like it. But you know, just beautifying your area, you know. And as far as romance goes, with Venus being here, if you are married or if you are seeing someone at this time, most of your romantic moments will take place in a home setting, either your place or theirs, right? So then, okay, there's a full moon in Aquarius on the 19th. Yeah, in your 9th house. That's where you have the sign of Aquarius. It's directly across from your 3rd house of Leo. Both of these are communication and travel houses, but the 9th house is long distance travel and communication. Okay, so you could, the 9th house is foreign people, countries, languages. It's the house of higher learning, the house of philosophy, your personal philosophy on life, your spiritual and religious beliefs. It is the house of legal matters, media and publishing. It's an internet house, right? So you could get some kind of communication at this time. Could come from a distance, could come from someone who lives in another country even. Could be regarding anything. But a full moon is there to bring a problem to the surface so you can deal with it. And then you won't have to deal with it again, right? You're going to do away with it. So it could be involving a legal matter, something or other, you know. Could maybe be a little bit alarming at first, but after you check it out, maybe you find out more information. You know, the more information you have, the better you'll be able to proceed, right? So it could actually just be anything. It could be, you know, just a communication from a friend even, you know. So then, okay, Venus moves into Libra on the 29th in your 5th house, where you have the sign of Libra. The 5th house being the house of romance and creativity, fun, gambling, speculation, all forms of entertainment, sports, games, and anything to do with children. Okay, so it's just moving here on the 29th, so it's not going to have that much of an effect on you, so I will cover it in September. Okay, so the best time to do something each month is when the moon is in your own sign, and the moon is in Gemini on the 26th and 27th, and the best time to lay low is when the moon is in your opposite sign, and your opposite sign is Sagittarius, and those dates are the 13th, 14th, and 15th. The best time for romance, recreation, creativity, fun, gambling, and speculation, and anything to do with children is the 8th, 9th, 10th, 21st, 22nd, and 23rd. The The best time for money is the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 15th, 16th, 17th, 28th, 29th, and 30th. The best time for your career is the 19th, 20th, and 21st. And the best time for communication and travel is the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 17th, 18th, and 19th. So I hope you enjoyed your forecast for August. Be sure to check out my weekly forecasts, which are now daily, daily shorts. See ya.